Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
I'm Omar Reese with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. John Gruden has resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. This on the heels of a Wall Street Journal report and a New York Times report that Gruden used racially insensitive language in emails. Gruden releasing a statement saying, "I have resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt anyone." Raiders assistant Rich Bisaccia to replace Gruden as the team's interim head coach. On the field, a wild finish in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson connecting with Marquise Brown in overtime as the Ravens erase a 19-point deficit to beat the Colts 31-25. Jackson threw for a career-high 442 yards and 4 touchdowns. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how. At Napa, we've teamed up with AAA to save you 20% online or in-store. That's why they call us the Savings Dream Team. Okay, we're the only ones calling us that. But it's true. Your AAA membership can save you 20% at Napa. So we're basically superheroes with the most specific power ever, saving you 20%. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. 20% off regular retail prices with valid AAA membership card. Offer good online and participating stores. Offer ends 10/31/21.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It is a Tuesday, the 12th day of October, 2021. I have to write that down. I think I'll write it on my hand, and that way I'll remember all day long.
The date?
Yes. The day and the date.
And the date.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, I don't have to worry about writing checks anymore. You know, it used to be back in the dark ages, we pretty much wrote checks for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And with the pandemic, nobody wants to bother with the check. Use the machine, dummy. So, it's been credit cards.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of the side benefits, I've got enough miles on Southwest Airlines. I can fly pretty much anywhere they go, except right now they're not going anywhere.
I was going to say, right now they're not going anywhere. So knock yourself out.
You got it. Can I redeem my miles?
Yeah, sure.
You can spend 4 lovely days in the departure lounge, right?
That's right. On your way to Heber.
Okay. Do they fly there?
Just started.
Okay.
Just opened the route.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Well, you'll have another chance.
Yeah.
Another chance to take a ride.
Okay. So, when's the last time you wrote a personal letter? Handwritten on paper? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
Most Americans have not written a personal letter on paper in over 5 years.
I can believe that.
And, it just doesn't happen. Every so often, I will write the grandkids a letter or a card in cursive.
Mm-hmm.
Just, so that I can keep in practice.
Yeah.
And they can read cursive.
That's something good to practice, because there's not a lot of people that are being taught cursive in school.
Yeah. Anyway, and Pam has a box in the garage with every letter I wrote to her when I was in the Army.
Ah. Well, you should hold on to those.
Yeah. And when she was clearing out her mother's house, she found a box that was full of letters her father wrote to her mother when he was in the Navy in World War II.
Well, somehow, you might want to display one of those.
Yeah. You might.
One from Pam's, dad, and another from you. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Use your imagination.
Well, and I am sure there are many that have saved those letters.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Many.
Okay, you ready for birthdays?
Yes, we better get into birthdays.
Sam Moore of Sam and Dave. Which one was he? He's 86.
Yeah.
Singer, actor Susan Anton is 71. Actor Hiroki Sanada is 61. Actor Carlos Bernard is 59. Hugh Jackman, 53. Adam Rich from 8 Is Enough is 53. Actor Kirk Cameron, 51. Actor Brian J. Smith is 40. Actor Tyler Blackburn, 35. Actor Marcus T. Polk, 35. And actor Josh Hutcherson is 29. Ready for local ones?
I'm ready for the local.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Uzo Aduba. If you're a cancer patient in the U.S. and its territories or Canada, you may be able to help uncover the next breakthrough by sharing your patient data and unique experience with researchers around the world.
My unique experience can make the difference of life and death to people in my community.
It is in our stories and data that the answers can be found.
I am proud to be a part of that group.
Join Stand Up to Cancer, Count Me In, and thousands of patients in this movement at standuptocancer.org/countmein.
Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Betsy Sanchez, Chris Evans, Peggy Parkinson, Mariela Barreto, Billy Rogers, Pilar Moran, Gloria Singh, Mark Jacobs Sr., Zoe Ramirez, Maria Aguilar, Norma Velez, Sheila Marquez, Alan Escamilla, Maria Ramirez, and happy birthday, Peggy Dale from KXO. Peggy Dale was on our list yesterday, and we learned yesterday was not her birthday. Today is.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because we had it on yesterday. But sometimes those birthdays don't stick.
You're right.
So
they jump around a bit.
So you have to really nail them down.
Yeah.
So
jump down, turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All around.
Do the hokey pokey.
Hokey pokey, don't be a clown. Yeah.
Yeah. Put that left foot in, take that right foot out. Yeah, kind of like playing Twister, isn't it?
Yeah, Twister.
Yes.
Isn't that also an ice cream product, Twister?
It may be.
I think it is.
Yes. The Twister, a chiropractor's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's right. Is there a chiropractor in the house?
Well, let's call Doc Madrid.
Yeah, we'd have to bring him out of retirement.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you ready for news?
We've got news for a Tuesday.
We do. Tuesday. That's right. I wrote it on my hand. It is Tuesday. And it's time for a look at world and California news headlines right now, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Governor Greg Abbott signs an executive order exempting all Texans from federal vaccine mandates. Legal battle to follow, says Mark Jones of Rice University.
It's something that's going to have to be decided in the courts, and in the end, the federal government normally wins these battles.
Denials today that a pilot walkout over vaccines is behind the ongoing delays at Southwest Airlines.
The airline and its pilots have been clashing over a vaccine mandate, but the pilots' union president told CBS News that the grounded planes are not a result of a protest.
CBS's Laura Podesta, the carriers blaming bad weather and staffing shortages. John Gruden out as coach of the Las Vegas Raiders after being implicated in a separate NFL investigation. Here's CBSSports.com's Jonathan Jones.
It happened because of the league's investigation into the Washington football team, accusations and allegations against Dan Snyder and those under him, and the toxic culture there.
Gruden stepping down over allegedly racist, homophobic, and misogynist emails. CBS News Brief, I'm Vicki Barker.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. yourself. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, at least 2 people dead in the crash of a small plane into a neighborhood in Santee.
What I heard was a very loud bang and the house shook, and then my wife yelled down that a plane had crashed.
Eric Hubbard, who was at a home nearby when the plane went down, hitting a UPS truck, killing its driver before skidding into a home. The pilot, reportedly a cardiologist from Arizona, also killed. Attorney General Rob Bonta checking out the oil spill off the Southern California coast, launching a state investigation in addition to the federal one.
We are focused on the immediate response to the spill, but we also wanted to know how this happened, who knew, and when.
Bonta with Senator Alex Padilla, who's calling for a ban on offshore drilling. The Rolling Stones are here.
It's great to be here in LA. We've been having a great time on the tour so far.
Mick Jagger talking with reporters at LAX last night. The band arriving just ahead of shows at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood that take place on Thursday and Sunday. Winds calming after that blustery day and evening in Southern California. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
You take steps to stay healthy when at the pharmacy picking up vitamins or filling a prescription.
May I help you?
Take another healthy step right now and ask the pharmacist how Prevnar 13 can help protect you from pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease. If you're 65 or older, a trip to the pharmacy is a lot more pleasant than a trip to the hospital because of pneumococcal pneumonia. Help protect yourself with the Prevnar 13 pneumococcal 13-valent conjugate vaccine, diphtheria CRM 197 protein. Prevnar 13 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 13 does not protect against all strains of the disease. Stop by the pharmacy today and ask about Prevnar 13. Learn more at Prevnar13.com. Don't get Prevnar 13 if you have had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with a weakened immune system may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-866-694-9300 or visit Prevnar13.com.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
George Gale filed this story on the County Board of Supervisors meeting.
They are meeting today in El Centro. Board begins the action calendar with a COVID-19 update from the County Public Health Department. Public Administrator and AAA Director Sarah Inns has 2 items on the agenda. First deals with the Aging and Disability Resource Center designation from the California Department of Aging in core partnership with Access Independence. Second item concerns funding from the California Department of Aging. The funding totals $249,787 and includes an increased funding in the Congregate Meals Program, the Home Delivered Meals Program, administrative activities of the Area Agency on Aging, and more. The board will also discuss a request from the district attorney, Gilbert Otero, to submit a grant application to the Office of Emergency Services for $270,857 for the Law Enforcement Specialized Units Program for the next calendar year. Public hearing will also be held to consider public input on draft maps and an overview of the proposed Imperial County Supervisorial District boundary lines. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District's S line is to be upgraded. The upgrade was recommended over 3 years ago. California Independent System Operator originally identified the need for an upgrade. The Imperial Irrigation District says the transmission line will transfer the existing 18-mile, 230-kilovolt wooden pole single-circuit line into a state-of-the-art transmission line. The contractor says the upgrade will help relieve transmission bottlenecks, carry renewable energy from solar, wind, geothermal resources in Imperial Valley to market, and save the ratepayers money by allowing utilities to efficiently purchase and transmit low-cost energy. The project is expected to be completed at the end of 2022. The total cost is estimated at just over $53.8 million. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Continuing with more local news, cattle call queens are in the news this morning. Here's more on that story.
Royalty was named over the weekend. One more ceremony will be held in a few days. 2021 Cattle Call Queen ceremony was held Saturday. The day began with the horsemanship events at the Cattle Call Arena in Brawley. The ceremonies moved to St. Mary's Catholic Church Hall. 17-year-old Riley Loker of Imperial was named the 2021 Cattle Call Queen. 13-year-old Cheyenne Cox of Imperial was named the Teen Queen. And 10-year-old Emerson Brad of Brawley was named Junior Queen. Those young ladies did not face any competition. 7-year-old Savannah Hernandez of El Centro was named a Little Miss. Savannah competed with 7-year-old Reese Johnson of El Centro and 8-year-old Madeline Chalupnik of Calipatria. They were not able to crown the new queen Saturday. Riley and her family were in COVID-19 quarantine. Special coronation ceremony will be held once the quarantine period is over and all are well. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A 1.5-mile section of State Route 115 is closed again today. Caltrans says construction crews will close both north and southbound traffic from Palm Avenue to the junction of Evan Hughes Highway. The closure is in effect now through 4:30 p.m. this evening. This is being done to apply striping to the newly paved roadway. The work is part of the pavement rehabilitation project on Highway 115 from Evan Hughes Highway to Tolan Road. Work is expected to be completed this month. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Work out your stress and get back to feeling great at Planet Fitness. Join now through October 13th for just $1 down and get back to a routine that's right for you with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Plus, check out the crowd meter in our free PF app for the best time to visit. Join today for $1 down, $10 a month, and cancel anytime. Hurry, deal ends October 13th.
Now through October 13th, join for just $1 down at our El Centro or Calexico locations.
See club for details.
Page 2 of the Local News and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose, you can get answers to your questions about life insurance, health insurance, auto, and home insurance as well.
Continuing with more local news, a series of fires have been reported in Calexico. Here's more on that story.
Officials believe many have been set by an arsonist. Calexico Fire and the police department are investigating the fires. While arson is suspected, they say they do not want to release too much information at this time. Another fire was reported early Monday morning at an apartment complex. Complex was evacuated. No injuries were reported. El Centro Fire says their assistance was requested, but then the request was canceled. No other information has been made available. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Yuma County Sheriff's Office is investigating 2 accidents reported on Sunday. The first accident was reported at just before 12:30 p.m. at the intersection of Levee Road and Avenue D. The initial investigation indicated that a car traveling southbound on Avenue D failed to yield the right-of-way to a pickup truck that was westbound on Levee Road. The driver and 3 passengers in the car were injured. The driver was later flown to a Phoenix area hospital for treatment. The driver had a passenger in the truck who was not injured. At 5:13 p.m. Sunday, the driver of a Polaris RZR was unable to avoid hitting a bicycle rider in the 10200 block of Fortuna Road. The bicyclist, 75-year-old Ramon Alvarez Cerrillos, sustained fatal injuries. The accident remains under investigation. Well, lots of local activity week after week here in the Valley. Local Farm Bureau fundraiser is just around the corner. Here's more on the story.
It is their largest fundraiser of the year. It'll be held Thursday. It's the 16th annual Jim Kuhn Memorial Farmer of the Year and annual meeting of the members. In addition to the program, a steak dinner will be served. This year's event will be held Thursday at the Del Rio Country Club in Brawley. For more information, contact the Farm Bureau or go to their website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, an unseasonably cold weather system will slowly exit northeast of the region today, leaving behind dry conditions and temperatures roughly 20 degrees below normal. A gradual warm-up will begin Wednesday, with temperatures eventually warming back to near normal by the weekend. Our high in the valley yesterday, 90. The overnight low, 60. Wind gusts peaked at 46 miles per hour. It will be sunny today with a high near 74. West wind, 5 to 15 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 52. West-northwest wind around 5 miles an hour, then becoming south-southeast. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 79. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. 60 degrees downtown, 28% relative humidity. Wind out of the west, 10 to 20 miles an hour. Air quality is improved. Air quality moderate in Calexico, El Centro, Westmoreland, and right at the border. Air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups in Brawley and Nyland. Air quality at UABC is reported good. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball playoff activity continues. National League Division Series Championship Game 3. The Braves shut out the Brewers 3-0. Braves lead that series 2-1. In the American League, the Red Sox nipped the Rays 6-5. Boston wins the series 3-1. Back to the National League, Giants shut out Scherzer and the Dodgers with a 1-0 lead, and San Francisco leads the best-of-5 series 2-1. The Astros and the White Sox postponed. Speaking of that, Dusty Baker of the Astros took offense to the insinuation that the Astros might be stealing signs, and, according to Baker, basically, That's Bush.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
More on baseball. New York Yankees owner Hal Steinbrenner says, we might just keep Aaron Boone as manager. Yeah, and, Boone's job was on the bubble. Steinbrenner says, maybe we will keep him. Shifting to the NFL, there was a Monday Night Football game last night. It went to overtime as the Ravens came roaring back and beat the Colts 31-25. Oh, and by the way, John Gruden resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders following a report of anti-gay, misogynistic, and racist language used in emails. The NFL has selected 3 cities in Germany to host regular season games. Dusseldorf, Frankfurt, and München, they are all 3 cities that could get an NFL regular season game. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy. Live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Well, for the first time since late 2014, U.S. oil prices are back above $80 per barrel, a boon for the energy industry, which was battered during the pandemic, but bad news for the economic recovery as winter approaches. West Texas Intermediate Futures, the U.S. crude benchmark, finished yesterday at $80.52 per barrel. The price for November delivery is up again today, putting the commodity on track for its 4th straight trading session of gains. Meanwhile, so you were hoping that grocery stores would look like they did before the pandemic? Yeah, well, not going to happen. According to sources, there are limits in the labor, commodity, and transportation systems throttling supply chains. Some suppliers are also telling grocers to cancel their promotions of their items and more over the holidays, so products won't disappear from store shelves quite so quickly. The latest limits mean that stores won't have all things for all customers heading into the holidays, and shoppers may not be able to find some of their favorite products, flavors, or niche items, but shoppers will still have plenty of options, including most of the core products. What's happening on Wall Street? Kind of a mixed bag right now. The Dow Jones Industrial is up 14 at 34,510. The S&P 500 off 4.5 at 43.56. And the NASDAQ down 31 points at 14,456. Gold up $10.50 an ounce. And oil? Yeah, it's up again, 27 cents a barrel higher.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro, and if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 74. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 52. West-northwest wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast later in the evening. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 79. West-southwest wind around 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Right now downtown, we're holding at 60 degrees, 28% our relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 12 to 20 miles per hour. Air quality remains unhealthy. Brawley and Nyland, moderate. Calexico, El Centro, and Westmoreland also right at the border. Air quality good at Uabese in Mexicali. For the most part, it's dust in the wind in the Imperial Valley. Financial news and a look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They're offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Southwest Security Services.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
CBS News is coming up. After that, we've got more of the best oldies on the radio.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Eggland's Best.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. People who got Moderna and Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccines could have access to booster shots soon. CBS's Allison Keyes.
Moderna says the FDA should authorize boosters of his shot for fully vaccinated older adults and those at high risk for COVID-19. In briefing documents released ahead of meetings later this week with FDA advisors, Moderna says its data show a public health benefit for its booster to restore immune response and also reduce the number of breakthrough infections. Johnson & Johnson says its data show increased protection after a booster dose and that it could be administered as early as 2 months after the first vaccine.
Pfizer's booster is currently the only one with FDA approval. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has banned businesses in his state, including private ones, from mandating vaccines. KEYE TV's Jordan Bonke.
This executive order prohibits any entity in Texas from mandating COVID vaccine, and that includes private employers, employees, and consumers.
Abbott's order is in direct opposition to the Biden administration's, which requires companies of 100 or more employees to get workers vaccinated or tested weekly. It's expected to be decided in the courts. The Justice Department is urging the courts to put Texas abortion law on hold. The request comes just days after an appeals court reinstated the nation's most restrictive rule after a brief 2-day window last week. Former federal prosecutor Lori Levinson.
It is a case that the entire nation is watching, because if Texas can have this type of law, we can assume that other states might move in this direction.
She predicts the case will wind up before the Supreme Court. John Gruden is out as coach of the Las Vegas Raiders 2 days after he insisted he didn't have an ounce of racism in him. A report in the New York Times found otherwise, citing a series of emails with anti-gay, anti-black, and misogynistic language. Bill Roden, who runs a website that focuses on race and sports, tells CBS Mornings.
Moving forward, I'd like to round up all the enablers, because a lot of these people are executives and probably hold high positions in different industries. They're the ones who determine who gets hired, who gets promoted.
A legendary Irish musician is gone. Paddy Maloney, founder and leader of the Chieftains, has died. He was a piper and played the tin whistle. He formed the group in 1962. The Irish tourism minister calls him a giant of the national culture landscape. The Chieftains have won 6 Grammy Awards. Paddy Maloney was 83. The Dow is up 17 points. This is CBS News.
Eggland's Best. The only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition. Because the way you care is anything but ordinary. Only Eggland's Best.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up,
Good night.
there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. And engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
With the help of Cheerios Oat Crunch Almond, I get everyone's morning started with a smile. It has a delicious and hearty combination of the Cheerios you love, whole grain oats, and sliced almonds for an extra crunchy crunch. That's how I set the rhythm for a great day. Look for Cheerios Oat Crunch Almond in your local grocery store.
There may be a way to burn off excess fat, but Count CBS's Vicki Barker out.
The Scandinavians are particularly fond of winter swimming. Ugh. And now Danish scientists say it makes the body burn fat more quickly and may help people lose weight. But is it worth it? The results suggest that a total of 24 hours spent in freezing water burns an extra 500 calories. And one of the authors suggests setting your thermostat to below 68 degrees would probably do the same thing. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
A famous witch's lair is for sale. The house that served as the facade for 90s sitcom Sabrina, the Teenaged Witch on ABC has hit the market. The Victorian on Main Street in Freehold, New Jersey has a price tag of $1.95 million. Current owners have renovated it into an office space. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230.